Hey all, Binks here, and today we are bringing you a discard focused deck. So we're running many of the different discard cards with the overall goal of discarding Apocalypse, a 6 energy, 8 power card with when you discard this from your hand, put it back with +4 power. So this is the big payoff of the deck. You want to discard it once, maybe twice, and end up with a really strong turn 6 play. It also helps lower the disadvantage of discarding cards because it's actually going to stay in your hand and give you an advantage. We're also playing Swarm in the deck. When this is discarded from your hand, add 2 0-cost copies. So this is a great way on turn 6 if you can play maybe a 12 power Apocalypse, then throw 3 power on 2 other locations and hope to sneak away with a victory. Really like some other cards in the deck. Lady Sif is really built for Apocalypse. 2 energy, 4 power. On reveal, discard the highest cost card from your hand. I feel like more targeted discards really make the deck work. Overall, I felt the deck was okay in the meta. There are some other really strong and powerful decks, and sometimes that big play on turn 6 just isn't going to be enough. But it makes you think about the game a little bit differently. Maybe you have to wonder, is it worth it discarding if I'm going to discard the wrong card? So lots of decision making, which always makes for a fun deck to play, and I definitely had a good time. If you're enjoying this content, always remember to like the video. It really helps me out. If you're fiending for more Marvel Snap content, there will be new videos every single day here, and you can catch me live over at twitch.tv/binks_plays. Enjoy. Morbin time? I think I want to pump a bunch of my minions onto Mirror Dimension because I'm not going to be able to get minions over there afterwards. Yeah, they're running another collector deck. Stark Tower. This is the problem with running all these 2-drops, right? If you don't draw one, your turn 3 just kind of feels doo-doo. I don't really want a Lady Sif before I Swordmaster. There's plenty of other cards I'd rather Lady Sif. I guess I just Strong Guy, and then if I Swordmaster next turn, I'm almost always finding a good target, right? I think I'm gonna Strong Guy here too. Because either one that it turns into, if it turns into Stark Tower or if it turns into Crimson Cosmos, I'm going to really like having my stuff there. So this deck that they're playing is actually got Stark Tower. I was going to say if it gets Crimson Cosmos, they're in quite a bit of trouble, honestly. Because they're going to have a really hard time getting any minions over here. I don't think this deck, if they're running like the Collector, Moon Girl, Dinosaur, Double Nova Carnage, I don't think this deck runs any cards that cost more than 3. I don't know how they're going to be able to like get out ahead on us. So we'll just be kind of competing for the other 2 locations. And if we're competing for just the other 2 locations, they can't just like choose the one that we're going to push to Nova Carnage it. I don't know, we'll see. Our Lady Sif, if we don't draw anything else, has a really good discard. It's either going to hit Swarm or Wolverine, so both those are just very good, very solid. Electra. Okay, we're going to get a Wolverine out there. Very nice. Super good. So let's we're getting a bunch of swarms. We have to make sure we Lady Sif first. I think we're just gonna play Nova for stats. So this will double discard Swarm, and then we'll play Nova. Here, we'll actually just Blade. We'll keep Nova out here. Man, this is hard. Actually, it's turn 5. I think I just need more stats out there. We're going into turn 6. We can only play 2. It's kind of iffy. It is going to pump our Morbius, though. Our Morbius can try and keep up with the Collector and try his best. They have a lot of cards that they're putting down, huh? They've fully decked themselves, though, unless they're running a Nightcrawler, right? Got a Carnage. It's a pretty strong Carnage. But here's the thing, though. At the end of turn 5, I'm going to get boosted on power here, right? The only problem is that they could have double Dinosaur. If they have double Dinosaur, they already Moongrowed, right? But the double Dinosaurs are going to be small. I think we just win. I think we snap on him. We'll just play here for lols, like as a joke, like just to be funny. But I think this Iron Man, like, I don't know how they're gonna beat that. Because they don't have another way to Moon Girl. I guess they could, like, America Chavez on the left if they're running America Chavez in this deck. And if so, I probably, like, definitely shouldn't have snapped. Because America Chavez just wins straight up, and I don't have any other way. Maybe I should have Iron Man on the left and then swarmed over here, but then this gets just beaten so easily. That'd be like 2 5-head, I feel like. I feel like a lot of versions aren't running a Chavez, but I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe they're going to try and Chavez on the right. They were already so far ahead, but they were so close instead of being down by 7. Ooh, this is going to be very hard for them to beat with 2 cards. Very, very hard for them to beat with 2 cards. I don't think that really changes much as far as like our power. Actually makes it higher. Their Black Bolt actually pumped our Morbius. Dude, our Morbius was so close to being stronger than their Collector. Yeah, thumbs up, J-Money. That was a really, really good match. I feel like we piloted the deck really well there. Like Crimson Cosmos, you have to be just kind of like aware about what a lot of people are playing. And know if you're going to have a good chance to beat it. So, really like that. Really like that. Love that even. Okay, it's a pretty good starting hand. We could just YOLO Blade here. I think YOLO Blading is totally fine. There's one really bad miss, and that's the Nova. The Swarm is great. Getting 2 Swarms in your hand that you can like feed your other discards with is so good. Plus, like, if you just hold this until like the last turn, you can pop off. Got our Apocalypse too. Probably just Wolverine. The right. Maybe just do it in the middle. I try not to like Wolverine my oh, they got a Collector. It's very scary. Especially if they have an early Sentinel. But this really helps us. Getting these on these free swarms is going to give us a lot of oomph at the end of the game. But we just want to keep these and let him hope that he like forgets about them. This is going to be tough. If he goes off with this Collector, it's going to be very hard to beat him. I kind of want to just use this Nova as like a 1/4 and not really worry. And just be more mana efficient this turn. I want like Nova and then like Angel over here. And then I guess this also gives me options. Let's say like Carnage next turn. I can kind of pop off and... Lady Sif and Apocalypse is obviously great. Still just going to keep my Swarms in my hand. And I think that this is fine in the middle. Maybe, do we just give up on the middle? I mean, they have a Dinosaur and a Collector on it. That's going to be nearly impossible for us to beat with 2 cards. So I think we just give up on the middle and plan on hoping to Carnage there later. So we'll Sif over here on the right. Because like on the last turn of the game now, we're going to be able to play like 24 stats spread out across the board. Oh, thank you. I wasn't going to destroy that anyway, so I'm really happy that they did that for me. That was super nice of them. They haven't gotten anything out of their Collector. They're snapping? I'm actually going to Carnage to push this Wolverine somewhere else. Because we're aiming to not win on the Baxter building. I'm going to snap back. I wonder if they forgot that we got these 2 Swarms. Because like how do they beat that? They have all their power right now sitting in the middle. Even he does like his Moon Girl play, which he like kind of wants to do. Still pretty weak over there. That's fine. That's a little bit tough for me to beat, but I feel like an Apocalypse. An Apocalypse just kind of like wins me over on the left. I did want that Wolverine to land over here. That's really nice. Okay, so we Apocalypse here, so then we'll have 23. I think we do this. We split the swarms because like they could throw like a 10 drop down here and still beat us. They could also like Nova Carnage, but I think we want the extra power here. And then for them to get what they'll need like 11 over here. So 14, they get 3. I don't think they're gonna do it. So I mean I don't know how they're gonna beat me for 8 cubes, but I just think that they forgot that I had the swarms. Because the 5 power swarms are absolutely disgusting on this turn with an Apocalypse. He's probably thinking in his head, like, all I have is an Apocalypse. So I can take him on one of these locations, but I don't think he can take us on both. I do hope that they try and fight for Wakanda, though. Because if they go all in on Wakandan Embassy, there's a chance I lose. Yeah, it's fine. I think we... No, we're not going to win, huh? That's a lot of stats. We have 28. Oh, man, they're going to beat us. Double Nova Carnage. I mean, I should have been expecting it, right? Should have been expecting the double Nova Carnage. They did Moon Girl. Okay. Man, what a strong board they ended up making. Really tough. Beat us by so many points. We threw everything we could at them at Miniaturized Lab and had no chance. What if the Scarlet Witch like bunked though? What if this like hit bar with no name and then they ended up losing? It was a tough game. Good game, B-Pow. Good game. That just really shows that's kind of like the meta deck. That's what a lot of people are playing above Infinite, is like this exact list that they're running. I think it's just the best deck. It's very hard for a deck like Discard to keep up with it. Hey, we're gonna try. I'm doing pretty... So, doing Sif on 2 kind of sucks here. So this is almost certainly an Infinite deck. So I have to try and get ahead on board as much as I can early. Maybe I just Lady Sif the Iron Man and just don't care. Just say it's 4 mana. It does protect my Swordmaster. I kind of want to play that. I'm just totally fine with that. Swarm. Swarm's pretty good in discard decks. When it's discarded from your hand, add 2 0-cost copies to your hand. So like you can, if you get it discarded early, it can kind of act as like a good discard buffer. Okay, we have so many cards in our hand now. So we don't really want to discard again because we want to get our Nova Carnage off. I think we're going to do it as just about as quick as we can here. So we'll Angel and Swarm. And then next turn we'll probably like Blade Nova Carnage. Maybe I split these up a little bit and get a little extra juice on Savage Land. They have this... Wait, they're running a Morbius? They didn't steal any cards in my deck, right? They're running Sunspot in a discard deck? Why are they... Oh, are they just running their common? Is they just running this because it's a common? Usually when you first unlock a card, you kind of just want to throw it in a deck as quick as you can so you can upgrade it, right? I might just be playing it as a common. Just as like a joke, like for fun. Oh, Storm here is totally fine. Because I'm going to get my... I'm going to get Blade, and then if Blade hits Wolverine, it's going to come out onto the field before the Nova Carnage goes off. Oh, baby. Oh, we got plays here. So it's a 50-50 to be a really big swing here. And they have to invest a lot into the flooding location to even beat our Carnage because it's going to be 6 power, right? And then this Wolverine can go on the trip of his life. He can get bladed, he can land over on the right, and then he can get Carnage, and then he can like land over on the left. He can take a whole world tour this turn. I'm excited to see if he does. Let's go. Drop here. Have fun. Come on. Let's go. He's going on a world tour. Wolverine going around the world. Where is he going to go next? Gives us an extra 2 power on the Carnage. I hope he lands in the same spot. Stay here? Ah, that's fine too. Cosmo, huh? Oh, he didn't have initiative. Gotta know how initiative works. I'm snapping on your ass, dude. There's no way you beat us here. I mean, I think I just gotta... Where do I vibe? Because I can only play one guard before the end of the game anyway, right? I think we just vibe. There's no reason to, yeah. Easy W. That was a really good, played that really well. I love Angel, middle, and vibe. Hala's a little spooky, and we definitely don't want to deal with Hala. So we'll push to win. We won't even like let this be a possibility. Because we already have some investment there, so we might as well overinvest. Nova here would be great off the top. Oh, Nova. I think we just swarm here, honestly, and then we're probably even going to like Swordmaster there. Because Swordmaster 50/50s us an Apocalypse drop. Man, they're investing in it. This is a little spooky. Mantis, they're going to get the Mantis hit. So we're staying at 9-9. They only have to play a 5-power card here. Man, I mean, I think I just have to go for it. Like, the fact that I have a 4 energy 5-power card, it would have to be, like, Khazar. I think Khazar is really, like, the only common card that we would expect that could beat us here. And if they get that, then we just run with our 1 cube. But if we kill them here, we're gonna eviscerate them the rest of the game. I guess it depends on what the Swordmaster discards. The Iron Man can put us in trouble. I'll stick it out. I mean, they have to have exactly the Khazar, right? It's the only thing that beats us. And if they have exactly Khazar, then they have exactly Khazar. They moved and played 2. Morbius? They haven't discarded anything, right? Electra? That's fine, we still win. And we blow up all their stuff. Boom. Ooh, so that is one of the strong things with this discard deck, is that like your cards are pretty overstated, right? So a lot of times you can work out having like more power than your opponent there. Kind of surprised. I think they must have just ripped the Morbius because it gives them 2 more power and they were really trying to win there. I'm surprised that when they could only develop 7 power or 6 power like they did, why they would like really push to make that happen. It's okay, I'm happy they did. That was an interesting game where we all just threw all of our stuff at Hala and tried to take it.